1. The prolonged gaze, the mysterious language of nonverbal communication. Have you ever locked eyes with someone and felt an instant connection, even without a single word being spoken? The truth is, a single gaze can reveal more than 1,000 words ever could. Today, we're diving deep into the enigmatic world of nonverbal communication, specifically focusing on the prolonged gaze, a subtle yet powerful signal that can speak volumes about someone's feelings, intentions, and even their hidden emotions. If you've ever wondered what it means when someone holds your gaze a little longer than usual, or why their eyes seem to linger on you before quickly looking away, this video is for you. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll not only understand the secrets behind those mysterious glances but also learn how to interpret them in your own life. This isn't just a romantic scenario. The prolonged gaze is a universal form of nonverbal communication that transcends cultures and contexts. In fact, studies have shown that maintaining eye contact for more than 2 to 3 seconds can create a sense of connection and trust between two people. But here's the twist. The meaning behind the gaze can vary depending on the situation. For instance, in a professional setting, a prolonged gaze might signal confidence and assertiveness. On the other hand, in a social or romantic context, it often indicates attraction or curiosity. So, how can you tell the difference? Pay attention to the subtle cues. If someone's gaze lingers on you, followed by a quick look away or a shy smile, it's likely a sign of interest. On the flip side, if their gaze feels intense or uncomfortable, it might be a sign of dominance or even intimidation. The key is to observe the context and the accompanying body language. To wrap it up, the eyes are truly the windows to the soul. A prolonged gaze is more than just a look, it's a silent conversation, a moment of connection, and a powerful tool for understanding the unspoken emotions of those around you. So, the next time someone holds your gaze a little longer than usual, don't just brush it off. Take a moment to reflect on what it might mean. You might just uncover a hidden message that words could never express. 2. The gentle touch, the unconscious gesture that speaks volumes. Have you ever been in a situation where someone's light, almost accidental touch sent a ripple of electricity through you? Maybe it was a brush of their hand against yours, or a playful tap on your shoulder that made your heart skip a beat. If so, you've experienced the power of the gentle touch, a subtle yet profound form of nonverbal communication that can convey emotions words often fail to express. In this video, we're going to explore the fascinating world of unconscious gestures, focusing on how a simple touch can reveal hidden feelings, create connections, and even change the dynamics of a relationship. Trust me, by the end of this, you'll never look at those fleeting touches the same way again. This isn't just a romantic scenario. The gentle touch is a universal form of nonverbal communication that can convey a wide range of emotions, from affection and comfort to attraction and reassurance. For example, in a professional setting, a light pat on the back can signal encouragement or approval. In a social context, a playful touch on the arm can indicate camaraderie and trust. And in romantic situations, even the slightest brush of hands can spark a connection that words alone cannot achieve. So, how can you interpret these gestures in your own life? Pay attention to the context and the frequency. If someone frequently finds reasons to touch you, whether it's a tap on the shoulder, a playful nudge, or even a light brush of their hand against yours, it's likely a sign of their growing comfort and affection toward you. On the other hand, if the touch feels forced or uncomfortable, it might be worth considering the underlying intentions. To wrap it up, the gentle touch is more than just a physical gesture. It's a silent language that speaks directly to the heart. Whether it's a playful tap, a reassuring pat, or an accidental brush of hands, these small moments of contact can create lasting impressions and deepen your connections with others. So, the next time someone touches you in a way that feels meaningful, take a moment to appreciate the unspoken message behind it. 3. The indirect compliment, when admiration is expressed with subtlety. Have you ever received a compliment that made you pause and think, wait, was that just a compliment? Or is there something more behind it? If so, you've likely experienced the art of the indirect compliment, a subtle yet powerful way someone can express admiration without being too forward. In this video, we're diving into the world of nuanced communication, exploring how people use indirect compliments to convey interest, appreciation, and even attraction. By the end of this, you'll not only understand the hidden meanings behind these seemingly casual remarks but also learn how to use them to your advantage. Trust me, this is one skill you don't want to miss out on. Indirect compliments are fascinating because they're layered with meaning. On the surface, they might seem like casual observations or friendly praise. But beneath that, they often carry a deeper message. For example, when someone says, "You always know how to make people laugh," they're not just complimenting your sense of humor. They're expressing admiration for your personality. Similarly, a remark like, "That color really suits you," isn't just about your outfit, it's a way of saying, "I notice you, and I like what I see." So, why do people use indirect compliments instead of being straightforward? The answer lies in the power of subtlety. Indirect compliments allow people to express their feelings without the risk of rejection or awkwardness. They're a safe way to test the waters and gauge the other person's reaction. Plus, they often come across as more genuine and thoughtful because they're tailored to the individual. Now, let's talk about how you can recognize and respond to these subtle cues. If someone frequently compliments you in an indirect way, whether it's about your personality, your style, or your abilities, it's likely a sign that they're trying to connect with you on a deeper level. Pay attention to their tone, body language, and the context of the conversation. These clues can help you decode the true meaning behind their words. To wrap it up, indirect compliments are more than just flattering remarks. They're a window into someone's feelings and intentions. They allow people to express admiration in a way that's both subtle and meaningful, creating opportunities for deeper connections. So, the next time someone gives you an indirect compliment, take a moment to appreciate the thought behind it. Who knows? It might just be their way of saying, "I really like you." 4. Deep conversations. When she wants to truly understand you. Have you ever been in a conversation that felt so engaging and meaningful? It was as if time just flew by? If so, you've likely experienced the magic of deep conversations, a clear sign that someone is genuinely interested in getting to know the real you. In this video, we're exploring how meaningful dialogue can reveal someone's true feelings and intentions, especially when it comes to romantic interest. If you've ever wondered why some conversations feel superficial while others leave a lasting impression, stick around. By the end of this, you'll not only understand the power of deep conversations but also learn how to recognize when someone is truly captivated by you. Deep conversations are a powerful indicator of emotional connection. When someone is truly attracted to you, they won't settle for surface-level chit-chat. Instead, they'll dive into topics that reveal your personality, values, and emotions. They'll ask about your hobbies, your life goals, your favorite memories, and even your fears. These conversations aren't just about gathering information, they're about building intimacy and trust. So, why are deep conversations so important? They create a sense of vulnerability and authenticity that superficial talk simply can't achieve. When someone takes the time to ask about your dreams or your past, it shows that they value your thoughts and experiences. It's their way of saying, "You matter to me, and I want to understand what makes you, you." Now, let's talk about how you can recognize and nurture these moments. If someone consistently steers conversations toward deeper topics, whether it's your passions, your beliefs, or your emotions, it's a strong sign that they're interested in more than just a casual connection. Pay attention to their body language and tone as well. Are they leaning in, maintaining eye contact, and actively listening? These are all clues that they're fully engaged and invested in the conversation. To wrap it up, deep conversations are more than just words, they're a gateway to emotional intimacy and connection. They allow people to express their true selves and build meaningful relationships. So, the next time someone takes the time to ask you about your dreams, your fears, or your passions, take it as a sign that they're genuinely interested in you. And who knows, that conversation might just be the start of something truly special. 5. Subtle gestures. When care is shown through the little things. Have you ever noticed how the smallest actions can leave the biggest impact? Whether it's someone remembering your favorite drink or recalling a tiny detail you mentioned in passing, these subtle gestures often speak louder than words. In this video, we're diving into the world of small but meaningful actions, those little things that show someone truly cares about you. If you've ever wondered how to tell if someone is genuinely interested in you, pay close attention to the details. By the end of this, You'll not only understand the power of these subtle gestures but also learn how to recognize and appreciate them in your own life. Subtle gestures like these are powerful because they show genuine attention and care. When someone remembers the little things about you, your preferences, your stories, or even your quirks, it's a clear sign that they're paying attention. They're not just listening to respond, they're listening to understand. For example, if someone remembers your favorite song or the book you've been wanting to read, it's their way of saying, "I see you, and I care about what matters to you." So, why do these small details matter so much? They demonstrate thoughtfulness and effort. In a world where everyone is busy and distracted, taking the time to remember the little things about someone is a rare and precious act. It shows that you're important enough to them to be remembered, even in the midst of their busy life. Now, let's talk about how you can recognize and reciprocate these gestures. If someone consistently remembers details about you, whether it's your favorite food, your pet's name, or your hobbies, it's a strong sign that they're genuinely interested in you. Pay attention to how they bring these details up in conversation. Do they use them to make you feel special or to show they've been listening? These are clues that their care runs deeper than surface-level interest. To wrap it up, subtle gestures are more than just small acts. They're a reflection of someone's feelings and priorities. They show that you're on their mind, even when you're not around. So, the next time someone remembers a tiny detail about you, take a moment to appreciate the thought behind it. It might just be their way of saying, "You matter to me." 6. Emotional openness. When she trusts you enough to share her heart. Have you ever had someone open up to you about their deepest thoughts, fears, or dreams? If so, you know how powerful and intimate that moment can feel. Emotional openness is one of the most significant signs of trust and connection in any relationship. In this video, we're exploring what it means when someone feels safe enough to share their innermost feelings with you, and why it's such a big deal. If you've ever wondered how to tell if someone truly trusts you, or how to nurture that level of emotional intimacy, you're in the right place. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll understand why emotional openness is the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. Emotional openness is a powerful indicator of trust and connection. When someone shares their personal thoughts, fears, or dreams with you, it means they feel safe and comfortable in your presence. They're not just letting you into their mind, they're letting you into their heart. This level of vulnerability is rare and precious because it requires courage and a deep sense of security. So, why is emotional openness such a big step in a relationship? It's because it breaks down barriers and creates a foundation of trust and understanding. When someone shares their emotions with you, they're giving you a piece of themselves. It's their way of saying, "I trust you enough to show you who I really am, even the parts I'm not proud of." Now, let's talk about how you can recognize and nurture this kind of emotional intimacy. If someone starts opening up to you about their personal struggles, their hopes, or their fears, it's a clear sign that they trust you. Pay attention to how they share these feelings. Are they hesitant at first? Or do they seem relieved to finally let it out? These are clues that they've been waiting for the right moment to be vulnerable with you. To wrap it up, emotional openness is more than just sharing feelings. It's a testament to the strength of your connection. It shows that someone feels safe, valued, and understood in your presence. So, the next time someone opens up to you, cherish that moment. It's their way of saying, "You're important to me, and I trust you with my heart." Unconscious behavior. The uncontrollable reactions that reveal true feelings. Have you ever noticed how someone's body language changes when they're around you? Maybe they play with their hair, adjust their posture, or laugh a little too much at your jokes. These subtle, often unconscious behaviors can reveal more about their feelings than words ever could. In this video, we're diving into the fascinating world of unconscious behavior, those natural, uncontrollable reactions that happen when someone is attracted to you. If you've ever wondered how to tell if someone is genuinely into you, even when they're not saying it outright, this is the video for you. Stick around, because by the end, you'll be able to decode these subtle cues like a pro. Unconscious behaviors like these are powerful because they're genuine and hard to fake. When someone is attracted to you, their body often betrays their feelings, even if they're trying to play it cool. For example, playing with their hair or touching their face can be a way of releasing nervous energy, while leaning in closer or mirroring your movements shows they're engaged and interested. These actions are driven by instinct, not intention. which makes them so revealing. So, why do these behaviors matter? They're a window into someone's true feelings. Unlike words, which can be carefully chosen or even misleading, unconscious behaviors are raw and unfiltered. They show you how someone really feels, even if they're not ready to say it out loud. Now, let's talk about how you can recognize and interpret these cues. If someone frequently displays these behaviors around you, whether it's fidgeting, laughing more than usual, or finding reasons to touch their face or hair, it's likely a sign they're attracted to you. Pay attention to the context and consistency. Are these behaviors only happening when they're with you? That's a strong clue that you're the reason behind them. To wrap it up, unconscious behaviors are more than just quirks. They're a reflection of someone's true emotions. They show you how someone feels in the most honest way possible, without the need for words. So, the next time you notice someone fidgeting, laughing, or leaning in closer when they're around you, take it as a sign that they're genuinely into you. Understanding these signs helps you seize opportunities better. However, the most important thing is still sincerity and confidence. Don't rely solely on the signs. Create opportunities for the relationship to develop naturally.